Halo, everyone, is what we're going to be playing tonight. So, as some of you may have heard, Halo Combat Evolved was just this week, at the time of filming this video, inducted into or announced that it's going to be inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame, which apparently a few different groups came together. It's a pretty official thing, and as of right now, there are only, including the new inductees for this year, there are only 16 games that are inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame. I'll put a little link in the description to Halo's entry into the World Video Game Hall of Fame website if you're curious to go check it out. Definitely do. It's a cool read. And it's just awesome that Halo's in there. Okay, getting warmed up here. So, the reason why I'm making this video is I'm a very big Halo fan. If, this is your first time to my channel, or if you spent, anything less than 2 seconds here, you wouldn't know that, but anything more than that, you should probably be well aware. Sorry, I'm going to turn my TV down so I can hear myself talk. So, the World Video Game Hall of Fame, it's pretty sweet to see Halo right up there next to some of the big wigs of gaming. Not saying that Halo wasn't ever a big wig of gaming by any means. It always has been, but it's just nice to get that recognition that it deserves. So, some examples of other games in the World Video Game Hall of Fame: Super Mario Brothers, the first 2D platformer one. We've also got games like Pac-Man, The Sims, Oregon Trail, World of Warcraft. I thought there was a Sonic game on there, maybe the first one for the Sega Genesis or the Sega. I don't know, Sega consoles from back in the day. I was a Nintendo guy. Doom. If Halo's the father of modern shooters, Doom's the granddaddy of modern shooters. And so, it was just a really cool concept. I could sit and talk about, what makes Halo so iconic, but I've seen a lot of those videos, even long before Halo was up for nomination, and even long before it was accepted.
The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring.
And I'll probably talk to a few of those as I go through this video and talk about whatever it is I am going to talk about. But I'll try to, I'm slow.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you.
I thought that I've played Halo a lot. I thought that I would be decent enough at this game that I wouldn't have to sit and think as I play through this game, and I could actually do a decent real-time commentary, because most of the time I'm pretty stuttery on my real-time commentaries. But joke's on me. That's not happening. So I'm playing Assault on the Control Room. This is my third favorite mission of Halo 1. Just listen to this music. Here's one reason, and that everyone's gonna list of why Halo is so amazing. Marty the Man O'Donnell just kills it. I listen to this stuff pretty frequently. There's a lot of times I'll be at work and I will kick on Halo music when I need to just really focus up, when I know that I need to get things done. It sticks with you. It always gets me back in the mood to want to play some more Halo. It's just so engrossing in the atmosphere, and it was such a labor of love making it, so you can really tell. And this is actually one of my very favorite themes from all of the Halo games going on here on this bridge fight. I sighed of relief before he was dead, because I thought I headshotted him the first time there. So like many people, the reason why I'm honoring Halo here and just kind of giving it a little bit of a congrats video is Halo's had a big impact on my life. It's not just been a fun game to play, but it's actually, I would definitively say, had an impact on who I've become as a person. You can see that I have some decently old videos on YouTube from like Halo 3's days, so I've been around for a while. And it really took a shape on me. I won't go into details on that. This video isn't about my personal history by any means. But fun fact, I actually didn't get super into the franchise until Halo 3. So most people that know me fairly well as the Halo guy in their life, or a Halo guy in their life, college friends, high school friends, and so they're surprised to learn when they learn that, oh, you didn't really start playing Halo until Halo 3. Guilty as charged. So back during the generation of consoles with GameCube and PS2 and the OG Xbox, the Xbox One, if you will, I had a PS2 and a GameCube, and so I played. My first experience with Halo was I had a cousin that had an Xbox, and so when my brother and I would go over, would visit the family, they would play Halo and make me watch. But I remember being so enthralled watching them play Halo 1. My very earliest memory of Halo is the multiplayer map Sidewinder, which is later remade in Halo 3's Avalanche. My brother and cousin were trying to use tanks and warthogs as ramps to jump ghosts up into the second floor of the bases on Sidewinder. So anybody that knows the map sort of knows what those bases look like and their structure. And so that's not the easiest feat to do, but it was just so entertaining, and it was, at the time, the flexibility of what this game allows is what sort of boggled my mind back then. Because clearly it was like, oh, well, this isn't something you're supposed to be doing in this game, but there's nothing stopping them from it. These guys decided, hey, we want to get these ghosts up in this base, we're going to do that. And they actually succeeded. It was super fun to watch, even just to watch. It wouldn't be actually until quite a few years. I think my cousin let me try it out once or twice, but it was like brief period. So my real experience playing Halo my first time came in Halo 2. I had friends in at that time, elementary school that had an Xbox and had Halo 2, and I played it with them, and I enjoyed the split screen shooter aspects quite a bit. But then, lo and behold, later on, got Halo 3, got an Xbox 360 because of Halo 3 coming out, and fell in love. It was instant, I was hooked, and Halo is now hands down, it's my favorite franchise of all time. I should be careful saying that. I don't like to use infinitives lightly, saying something of all time or ever, because I feel like when a person uses infinitives too lightly, it takes away from their gravity when you want to use them meaningfully. But even still, so I would be comfortable saying Halo is my favorite franchise ever released so far. That is hands down true. So, but I'd still even feel pretty confident that I don't think there's going to be a game franchise that's going to come out and top Halo for me. It's just, I can always go back to this franchise and have fun every single time that I play. Like, I don't know the number of times that I've went back through each of the Halo's campaigns once I really got into it. And there's not a lot of games that I can do that for. And so yeah, they are special. They do deserve some of the recognition that they've received. You see that headshot medal, but no grunts being happy? It's crazy. So I am playing this on the Xbox One, so I do have the nice, pretty anniversary graphics if I so choose to use them. That Elite's driving is about as good as mine. Oh, good tree. Good tree shot. Hey, that Wraith had a good tree shot too. Is it a bad guy? Or a good guy? I need a Marine. I think the only one alive is sitting in that ghost, and he's gonna be dead in like 2 seconds. Alright. We'll move along anyway. Graphically speaking, when this game came out, man, was it a beauty. And there's quite a few things about this game's graphics that I still like and think hold up spectacularly today. Like, look at the snow that I'm driving through. This is some of the prettiest snow in a game that I've seen. There's a lot of games that will add snow in, and they'll either make the snowflakes really overly detailed. Like, if you think about when you see snowflakes in real life, you don't see all that detail on them because they're so small. Unless you go and, catch one on your glove or mitten before it melts and look at that pristine detail. It looks like this, just little kind of little white specks drifting, floating through the air subtly. And that's exactly what you get here. Holy ammo on that guy. Is it Johnson? Look at him. Stone cold face as he's sitting there. Taking down that Wraith with a sniper rifle. Infinite ammo, cheats on and everything. You don't call him Stone Cold Johnson for nothing. Or sometimes, even if they don't have the detail, they have the color off on stuff. Like, they try to make them too blue in games, again, so they stick out more. But it's like, no, I really want to see him kill that Wraith with that sniper. I wonder how many shots it takes. Let me help out. There we go. Good teamwork, Johnson. You know what? I'm gonna take you with me instead of that. Oh yeah. We don't need the chain gun. We're fine here. Okay. Another thing about the graphics. Hold up. Look at this. Both physics and graphics. That ice like being kicked off. Yeah, there's a lot of it. It's probably a bit excessive, but it's still such a fine detail. And the sliding that comes along with the ice on this game is just fantastic. Really wishing I had a gunner right about now, Johnson. Never mind. Look at them no scopes. You probably 360'd on that and everything. There you go, Johnson. Start shooting. Do it. Snow and anniversary on this game is actually pretty well done too. They stayed pretty true to the original here. But we're gonna stick with classic. So, another thing that made Halo Combat Evolved so great was before it came out for PC, obviously, it existed during a time of no Xbox Live, no internet play, system link and local play only. And so games had to be replayable on their, of their own accord, without dozens of other online people yelling at you and keeping you entertained. Now I can say confidently that I have never played through this mission just Johnson and I cruising around, him trying to no-scope people out of my passenger seat, and me trying to get him to kill people like that. That's replayability at its finest. A game that's so flexible in what it allows you to do, and that did that at a time, well, one, when there wasn't a formula defined, really. I'd like to say that at a time when games were super linear, but that's what we need right now. Shooters have become linear. This thing set the gold standard even today compared to what we have to. Oh man, back here. Okay, we're gonna try to gun it. Gun it, Chief, jump. The non-linearity of this game is beautiful. And I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh, nice shot, Johnson. Yeah, do that to the ghost.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't bother getting up.
So I know what some of you might be thinking, that, hey, this is a linear game, though. This is still a linear shooter. Well, sure, but there's definitely a lot of flexibility in how you can approach each individual interaction, as well as some levels even have, some levels even have multiple paths that you can actually just go to complete the level. For example, I think those two would be Silent Cartographer and Halo. Both have elements where it's like, okay, you can save Marines in any order or activate things in different orders, and it really gave, in such big environments too, gave you a lot of ability to explore and really feel like you were learning something. The comparison that I sort of want to give is that, so today things are a little bit skewed because worlds have got sort of, let's ignore shooters for a second, to try to draw an analogy for how impressive this world expansion was for people. going on 16 years ago now. So, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild just came out. If you have not heard about it or its impressive scale, you probably aren't much of a gamer or live under a rock, or maybe you just don't like Nintendo games. Fair. But regardless, that game has massive scale, even by today's standards. Like, it's gotten rave reviews. That's how I would say, from what I saw of this and how people react to it, how this game felt coming out back in 2001. And oh my god, Johnson, don't fall! No! Johnson! He was so young. He's like 60 years old in this game or something like that. Those hunters wreck me. So just imagine that, right? Except that sort of same feeling of, as people start playing this game, they truly, genuinely feel like they're exploring a world rather than just playing through a game, which is the issue with not even just particularly shooters, really, but a lot of games, non-shooter genre in general, or not just shooter genre as well. So, but I think shooters, most of all, sort of have fallen into this gripe, this trap, because why do you think campaigns on shooters are no longer focused on in the limelight? Partially because multiplayer keeps people around and it's money and it's business, I get that. But That's because people, yeah, and maybe that's more of an effect of that rather than a cause of campaigns being short isn't the cause of campaign being short. That's circular logic. You get what I'm trying to say. Campaign. Wow, that reset time was super quick. That was wonderful. Basically, games are smaller now, and this game was freaking mind-blowing when it came out. It was truly an experience rather than just another game that you're going through for some gamer score or to say beat the campaign. It was something that you really wanted to explore and get to know. And that is why, one of the reasons why it really does deserve to be in the World Video Game Hall of Fame. Look at those guys crouching. If you shoot at me, Johnson, I need you back. It's like dodgeball. If you can dodge a hunter, you can dodge a ball. Confirmed. I'm gonna be running desperately low on ammo here pretty quick. I should probably go back for my Warthog. It's a long haul from here still. So one of my favorite Halo 1 memories that I have, or here's a couple. We'll go through a few of them. Probably, don't get in that ghost. Dang it. Nope, don't. The splattering on this game, just brutal. One of my favorite Halo 1 memories comes from college, actually. My friends and I like to have a lot of Halo LAN parties in college, and that included Halo 1. So, at the start of my sophomore year, we started going through all of the Halo games and having a LAN party for them one at a time. So Halo 1 was first, obviously, number 1. Just die. I just want your ghost, really. That's all I'm after. Thank you. All right, let's see how you like being splattered. Oh shit! I got EMP'd. What are you doing? Did I go over him? Apparently, I can't splatter like they do. I can just slowly mosey after people. And so we got 4 Xboxes together in 4 different rooms, and we set up. It turned into it was a 6-on-6 game of Capture the Flag on Blood Gulch, which is, I don't think you get much more classic in terms of multiplayer gameplay than Capture the Flag on Blood Gulch. And the game, so in Halo 1, by default, the flag had to be at home to score. And the teams were so evenly matched that it turned into about a 4-hour game of Capture the Flag. Neither team was willing to give up. It really turned into just a war of attritions because both teams were so evenly skilled. Snipers were trading blows, warthogs were flying back and forth, people would get close, and then you'd get to these point in times where both teams were holding the flag at each other's bases. It was just a great time overall. I'm going to see if I can't skip past parts of this. Actually, I'm going to see if I can't pick up some ammo first and then skip past parts of this. Oh, I got sniper ammo too. I forget they drop actual ammo packs in Halo 1 and 2. Go away. If I can just get past this Wraith, and then the Hunter's back here. Yep, you guys. Alright, and then there's going to be like 30 enemies down here at the bottom of this gorge. This is a pretty tough area to run past everything on. I'm only playing on normal difficulty if you've been waiting to hear that. Just taking it nice and casually. Wow, that elite's hops were insane. I gotta help these Marines. Oh, they got it. Okay, cool beans. And I got a checkpoint. There we go. Sometimes the concern with skipping on the Halo campaigns is that your checkpoints will get weird after that. Wasn't about to deal with that guy. And so it was really nice to see that I got a checkpoint like immediately there. Can I nail that nade toss? Yes, I can. Still got it. Halo 1 has one of the better grenade throwing systems, I'd say, out of the Halo games. They're the worst being Halo 2 or ODST. Everybody can hate me for saying that, but I don't care. It's just weird on those games. I think I had a train of thought going before I swapped to saying that, but I don't remember what it is, so I apologize. Did not want that ghost to deal with. I'm trying to keep my Marines alive because they're pretty darn helpful. Ugh, missed. Another one of my best Halo memories is, if you, and I do not mean this as a shameless plug, there we go. A few years back, at the end of my junior year of college, I hosted what we called the Halo-thon. It was a marathon charity streaming event of the 4 main Halo games at the time. And so, we went through all those games in order, and Halo 1 took us by far the longest amount of time. So I played with all my college friends, and not all my college friends are as big as Halo players. I mean, I think I was the only... There might have been another person there that had been through Halo 1 before, or maybe another 2 people that have gone through it lightly. So I didn't care. It was, it was all about the fun and raising the money for the kids. But man, were we slow to go through it, and it was hilarious. We had accounted for, we were hoping maybe 3-4 hours a game. We started Halo 1 at about 10 in the morning, and we didn't get done with Halo 1 until like 4 or 5 p.m., which is a really slow slog for Halo 1 when you're trying to move through it quickly. Part of the reason was we did a few interesting events in it, which is what makes it particularly memorable. For anybody that donated $50 or more, we would kick up the difficulty to Legendary for the next mission. And so we had an early donation like that, and we went up to Legendary for Truth and Reconciliation, which, in my opinion, is one of the toughest missions on this game on Legendary. There's a few points on that mission that are really painfully difficult. Like at the beginning, when you get stuck, once you first enter the ship, Truth and Reconciliation, and you are stuck with stuck in this small room, and they're throwing invisible elites at you, and elites with swords. They're throwing everything at you. Hunters. Makes that mission very, very challenging. So we struggle with that one. And I think that whole video is up on YouTube. You can go back and watch it if you're ever curious. Not a shameless plug. I don't care if you don't go give views to it. And another, so once again, we received a donation like that. People were being helpful, and they donated right before the library, which is pretty notorious for being the hardest Halo 1 level, as well as a lot of people say the hardest level in all the Halo games. I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's definitely a bear of a level. I'm starting to not have good weapons for this area. I really wish I had the pistol back. Granted, the Halo 1 sniper is super easy to use. Dead no scopes. Okay, I say that and then I miss. Yep. Oh, and then I run out of ammo. At least the plasma pistol can actually get kills on this game. And headshots, apparently. Wow. I think I already knew that, but it always surprises me every time. Shit. I'll take the running gun approach before I blow myself up. Triple kill. Oh, so another interesting thing we did during the Halo-thon, we had some stretch goals throughout the stream. One of these stretch goals was that if you donated, or if we hit, I think it was like $100 or $125, we would play through a mission with two characters in the game, 2-player co-op with 4 people. So we would have 4 people sharing 2 controllers, each pair holding the side of a controller. And that happened to us on the mission 343 Guilty Spark. And actually, we only did that one on normal, and it actually went better than I would have expected. It wasn't that painful. Wow, that guy's a camper. Shit. Die. Look at all that much blood he throws out. All my ammo's gone. Did I blow everything off the edge? There we go. I'm really struggling on the ammo here. Suppose I shouldn't be wasting this on grunts on the opposite side of the bridge, but... so much blood. Oh, the new graphics really undersell that blood. But look at that. That's ridiculous. Halo 1 truly deserved its M for mature rating, I'd say, with that regard. I guess, at least by the standards back in 2001. By today, this blood being so animated, because the graphics are so fancy, people would probably just brush off. But it's hard to find, actually, a game with more blood than this. Okay, maybe not. Just go play Doom. The new Doom. Go play Gears of War. Yeah. There's a nice assault rifle. Perfect. Oh, I'm glad I turned around. Oh, I'm really glad I turned around. I'm actually just gonna roll. Ah, no, I'm gonna take those rockets. Got my baby back. I got my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. So another great Halo 1 memory for me was a long time ago I dabbled in with Halo Custom Edition, which was the name given to like the version of, I'm gonna butcher this and someone's gonna be like, you're an idiot. You're right. Halo 1 on the PC when you modded it, basically. Modded versions of the game or whatnot. I went on and played some extra multiplayer maps that people had created. And so I played this gigantic living room level. Like you were a small little figure in a gigantic living room. And it was so cool. I spent hours playing with a bunch of people. We're all just typing on the keyboard, shouting things at each other. Nobody really had any particular purpose in the game. It was just all of us yelling at each other and having a good time and enjoying the crazy environment that we were placed in. And so that's probably another thing. And I would argue my favorite thing that came out of Halo would be the community. The people, the way that they interacted. Just truly something special. I don't know if another game has had anything like it, really. That guy just action rolled right off the edge. Good work, buddy. Doing great. I'm gonna go this way. Shut up. No! Shit. Okay, don't say anything. Well, should sit in the fan now. Although in a pretty subtle way. Made it through there pretty well. So if anybody's watching this video, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear stories, things you love about Halo 1, reasons why you're glad it's in the World Video Game Hall of Fame. And if you disagree, I'd be interested to hear your, or read your opinions on that as well. Especially if you're an internet troll. I actually exclusively read comments from internet trolls. So if you're out to rustle my jimmies, rustle away. Oh shit! I can't believe that didn't kill me. Wow. Also, I got a headshot shooting him in the abdomen. Beautiful. glad I took these rockets instead of the assault rifle. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Just walking through. Must get to the Banshee. No!
At the top of that building structure. Bring me up there, and I should be able to get us inside.
Well, I guess I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. This part's another good example of Halo's flexibility in the way that you can approach the levels. So if you get those Banshees, which maybe I'll have another chance at because I died, you can skip through a lot of the level. Here's where the hunter was. Well, that was cool. If you get on those Banshees, you can basically skip through most of the level because you're about to climb this tall pyramid-like structure to wrap things up. And if you're quick and nimble, the game rewards you by saying, hey, we're going to let you have this cool flying vehicle. Also, let's talk for a second about vehicles. What is with shooters and just hating vehicles, ignoring Battlefield? I guess Titanfall's got the mechs. Does that count as a vehicle? I feel like that's more of like a fundamental gameplay. Well, I guess vehicles are a fundamental gameplay element in here too. But I treat that differently.
This must be the control room.
Must kill that elite. Must kill that elite.
The entrance to the control center.
No! No! Ah, fail!
Bring me up there.
No!
Get us inside.
These kids are cheering for me failing. Alright, where's the Banshee at that's trying to kill me? No! I missed. To get out of the way before that crap splatters me. There is another elite to the edge. Their biggest enemy. Definitely not me. Alright, whoa. Now because I failed to get the Banshee, I have to go through some extra rooms. I'm sure there's other ways down using edges and trick jumps that I'm just not aware of. But I'm not going to go for those. But that does bring up an interesting point about Halo. And that's present in primarily Halo 1 and reasonably so in Halo 2 and 3 as well. That's the openness, the flexibility, and the option to go pretty much wherever you want within these games. You know, there's not a whole lot for invisible walls. Most of the blockers are natural. There's not a whole lot in the way of kill barriers. The only real limitation you're going to find on this game is your creativity and what you think that you know, how interesting you're willing to get. And you should really go, if you haven't seen trick jumping videos from Halo 1 or other Halos, or some of the crazy glitches and map breakouts you can do on these games, I would advise you to go check it out. You could get lost on YouTube searching that kind of thing for a while. Never ceases to amaze me how creative people can get.
The entrance to the control center is located at the top
Not what I was aiming for.
Get up there.
And I still gotta
Find
run.
near one of those ghosts. We're going to need the firepower.
I need any firepower I can get right now. There's that Banshee. I gotta get past the Wraith. And the Hunters. Oh wow, the way that shield deflects bullets is really cool. Another failed splatter attempt. Look how creative I'm being at killing this guy. See what I mean by super advanced engine? Allows those kind of interesting possibilities. Don't miss. Shit. Let me show you a Halo 1 anniversary glitch. You can use this wall and the overlaid textures to see through it, because the original object was actually further in than the new overlaid textures are. You can use this to scope out what's going on. So I'm going to see if I can't get to that Banshee without dying. It didn't flip. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot! Come on, just flip the right way. There we go. We're off to the races. This little platform is for a future level. So this is the pyramid structure I was telling you about. And I was also trying to describe this pyramid structure the other day to a friend. There's this little ledge here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure you can find other ways down from up on this bridge. This is kind of what I'm checking out right now. I wouldn't doubt if your angle is right when you fall here into the snowbank, you can just slide down onto the ground or over on this side too. The waterfall looks really polished. So I was trying to describe this pyramid structure. There's a new big team battle map in Halo 5 that just came out. It was forged by someone. Kudos to it for forged that. That looks like this pyramid structure. It's like, which is present in this game, and as well as the final mission of Halo 3. And so it's a really cool multiplayer level, especially being that it was forged. Alright, there's going to be a battle inside of there, so I need to be ready. All I have is some nades and an empty rocket launcher and a plasma rifle. Let's see what the Chief can do, make do with these weapons. I'm cheating. Good thing hijacking doesn't exist yet. Ah! I guess I'm not invincible. That was going pretty well, though. I think we'll go round 2 of that strategy with a slight modification. We call this in the biz the loopy swoop. First try.
Scanning. Covenant forces in the vicinity have been eliminated. Let's move on to Halo's control center.
Speaking of Halo's control center, I didn't even touch on the story of this game. Or the characters.
This is it. Halo's control center.
Basically, this was a crappy, high-level commentary of what makes Halo 1 so great. And, you know, I just wanted to go back and play the game and celebrate. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope that you find some time to play some Halo 1 and revel in this Hall of Famer, because it really does deserve it. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.